Before the song even starts, let's go ahead and take a look at the environment because there's a lot of details going on in here. All right, Easter eggs all over the place. You will actually see the word roundhouse. You will see a barrel here. There's a Bazinga print, the purple coin slot gaming machine. There is an SB19 logo printed to the side. On the wall, you will see a graffiti of a clown, which represents their haters. And you also see here the word Wata. We also see Juju Arts on the graffiti as well. Juju Arts made this video, alright? I also heard that Juju Arts also made the Hanggang Sa Muli music video, which is very well animated. If you notice the coin slot machine, the green one right here to the right, you also see the word Juju printed to its side. If you haven't seen that, and right above it, there is the name Bruce. Okay? Slot machine right there on the screen, it actually says 3 numbers, right? 774. At first, you wouldn't think that it makes sense, but it does. If you add 7 plus 7, 14, plus 4, 18. And you know what 18 is, guys? That's us. Every day. The video is obviously Street Fighter inspired. You can actually see this character here almost looking like Ken, alright, from Street Fighter. But they modified the features for a bit so that SB19 could put their own flavors to the character. Notice the hair, guys. It looks a lot like Pablo, right? Did you notice the mole on the video game character here? It actually has the mole of Stealth. That's pretty much the reason why they put the mole on this character here. I don't think they did that randomly. That's definitely on purpose, guys. And if you also notice the eyes of this character right here, it looks a lot like Justin. It looks so Asian, like Chinito. You know what I mean? And he also has the iconic jawline of Stealth, right? You can also see the shoulders here, signifying the chicken crest, or mostly known as the chicken comb. This represents Ken. If you notice the arm, there is a tattoo, a strawberry tattoo representing Stealth. If you notice the t-shirt, you'll actually see the corn print representing Justin. On the pants down at the bottom, you'll actually see a barbecue design. This represents a boss. This video game character also represents SB19's roles in the group. Pablo has the head part, which means that he is the brain of the group. Like, he's the one who thinks about stuff. He's the one who writes the song. Ken's representation here is on the shoulders. That means that Ken is their strength. I also know for a fact that Ken is the strongest among them. He's the most athletic. Also, Stealth's symbol is on the arms because Stealth is the one that anchors them together. He's the one that hugs them together, brings them all in the group. He was the one who stayed when all of the other 4 members were ready to quit. Stealth is one of the biggest reasons why SB19 is still here for us. Justin is the body, and as you notice, the t-shirt is covered by a jacket, guys, so that means that it's not always seen. This can be connected to the way Justin contributes in his creative side, because he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and he doesn't even mind it. Justin blew our minds when he was actually the creative director for most of their content, especially the What Music video. At the bottom, you will see there Josh's symbol, the barbecue, right? Because Josh is their feet. He is the most mature amongst all of the members, and that means he is the foundation of the group. He's been through a lot, he's super good when it comes to decision making, and that's it, guys. They complement each other, just like human anatomy. Did you notice how Stel pronounced the word hostility? He actually modified it for a little bit for it to sound hostility. And if you go a lot farther than that, it would actually become a sentence, right? So it would say, who's Stel Liddy, right? Who's Stel? Obviously Stel, one of SB19, and Liddy is a fancy way of saying lit, alright? So we all know, guys, that when it comes to talent, Stel is lit. It's just mainly talking about how hard they've been through just to get where they are now. And they're just telling us that they were on the verge of giving up, they were on the verge of throwing it all away, that there was a point where they're already questioning themselves if there's a way to break the curse and stop all of this negativity that is happening. Even now, you know, the people who are bashing that, okay? They say hate there on the wall. You also see there, check this out, guys, there's the word curse, okay? There's hostility right there on the wall, right here on the far left. Okay, that's really cool. It was a first barrel that came in flying, and the video game character destroyed it. It said fake right there, alright? Alright? That's Badui, as you can see, Badui, right? Okay, this is basically the common things that their haters say to them. I'm going home, then I'll cry alone, don't worry, soon I'll be gone. And then Ken followed it up with the word psych. The word actually signifies that you're just joking or you're just implying reverse psychology. Ken obviously was stating the opposite here. Fake, Badui, it's the same thing. Oh, it actually says feeling K-pop, guys. Alright, so there's the one here that says yuck. Obviously another word that most of the haters say. Now, they said the word Bazinga in the song for the first time. I just want to say, guys, that Bazinga is an urban expression that indicates that you are rubbing in a certain joke to someone. Alright, I hope you got it, guys, okay? Anyway, let's keep moving. Basically, SB19 is saying that they treat their haters as gasoline for them because they themselves are fire. The more hate they get, the more explosive they become. They basically describe themselves as 2 opposite elements, right? Fire and I'm water. So y'all guys know that these are 2 mutually destructive elements. Fire can boil the water out of existence, while water can easily extinguish fire. Bruce, be proud, I'm water. That is a Bruce Lee reference right there, guys. And the word water is also something to do about Bruce Lee.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
The name Bruce there, it's not just Bruce Lee, guys. It can mean other Bruces as well. Have you seen the movie Bruce Almighty? I'm sure most of you have. So Bruce is just an ordinary person who received godlike abilities. And because of that, it can also be connected to their other song, Mana, right? Because they were given something, an inheritance of some sort, alright? And another Bruce, guys, which I think is the one that makes a lot more sense and a lot more obvious right here, is Bruce Wayne, Batman. Alright? It's so obvious. The character here is fighting a clown, which is the Joker. You all know, guys, whose mortal enemy the Joker is. He's the mortal enemy of Batman. And he is one of the coolest superheroes ever. And he is described as not the greatest because he doesn't have superpowers. He just uses his wits and his technological expertise to be at par amongst other superheroes. And this also can be tied to their other hit song, What? Which means, kahit hindi ikaw yung pinakamagaling, you can still excel. And that's exactly who Batman is. Batman, Joker, Bruce Wayne. Let's go. You know what a buzzsaw is? We will see the buzzsaw later in the music video. We'll get to see it, the buzz. Like, you know, yung chismis guys. SB19 are tired of that. They finally decide to kill that buzz with everything that they can do. They are the buzz killer. If you don't think that's amazing, guys, then I don't know which world you come from.
Now! Who's the boss now?
Y'all know, guys, that Josh's nickname is Boss, right? And also, he's telling all these haters who doesn't know his nickname, hey, after all of the bashing that you've done to me, you've done enough that I have already evolved to a boss that you need to defeat. And y'all know, guys, that bosses are tough to defeat. It requires so much power, so much equipment, and so much dedication and focus to defeat a boss.
I just turned the world upside down, but y'all can't quit thinking because you won't know how. I did it, bounce, kick, roundhouse.
He was talking about the roundhouse kick, which references to Bruce Lee because he is a martial artist and an action star.
See, don't you see? This is my legacy. Now, how you gonna get to me? When I get to Almighty with me,
no matter what hate they get, as long as they have the Almighty with them, they're unbothered, okay? This is also low-key a reference to a My Hero Academia character, All Might. I know they put that in there too, because they love double entendre. All Might is the strongest character in My Hero Academia. He mentioned the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. There's a song in Cinderella. That song actually means the magic song. So basically what Josh is talking about here is as long as you have the Almighty by your side, magic will happen. You notice, guys, the spelling of Bobbidi is different.
This is my legacy. Now, how you gonna get to me? When I get to Almighty with me.
Check this out, guys. It's not supposed to be spelled like that. Why? Because Bobbidi is actually a Dragon Ball Z character, alright? It's the annoying character that raised the fat Majin Buu, okay? Alright? Jog your memory for a little bit. Another anime reference from SB19, guys.
Every day, I think the load gets heavy. Throw it away, the world of no time stairway. Stairway, to break the curse and stop this.
Woo! Sick improvement by Justin right there, man. And he's like on par already with the other 5 guys. Years ago, he was just a rookie, but right now, kaya na niya magipagsabayan. That's super impressive, guys. Go ahead and throw a stone. It might break a bone or two, but be wary. Okay, I won't condone. Hindi ko na kayo ito tolerate. Rest back na. It's time to rest back, guys.
Bazinga, may gasolina, ang paalinga, you two turn up the heat and I'll burn out till I die. Be proud of what I was.
The haters are playing with gasoline. They're super ignorant about what's happening. They don't have an idea that they're actually playing with fire, which is SB19. And what happens when you play gasoline with fire? You set yourself on fire. Guys, this is also a reference to Avatar, The Last Airbender. Aang is a character who can wield 4 different elements, including fire and water. And it ties right back to their versatility, which is they're implying here in the chorus. I think there's a triple entendre in just one single line. He's referring to the clowns, the haters, right? And because you know what clowns normally do? They do peekaboo, right? Now, you would thought that he just repeated the word peekaboo 2 times. No. The second time he said peekaboo, it's spelled differently. So he's actually telling the haters to pick a boo-boo. Basically, Pablo is telling the haters na, Oy, pick a boo-boo. It's time for us to rest back. Gaganti na kami. Anong klaseng sugat gusto mo? He's basically looking at this numbers of haters. There's just a lot of them. And, you know, he's trying to pick who the boo-boo is because all of them are. Okay? It's like Loki saying that, itong mga haters na to mga boo-boo, kahit sino piliin mo. You know why? Because they already have the 1-2 punch. 1, they are sick in performing already, right? They're sick in their vocals and performing, the dancing and all that. Number 2, they are rich in character. They are driven by reason and they're unselfish. That's the 1-2 punch, guys.
1-2 punch, only lucky 'cause they already had seen that.
This is another anime reference. He's obviously talking about One Punch Man, right? This character, Saitama, punches people only once and they get obliterated out of this world. And Pablo is saying that you should be thankful because I had to say that too because I'm being generous. So he's been needing to say One Punch, and that is a clear reference to Saitama of One Punch Man. Let's... Oh, another one. Okay, this single verse by Pablo is just so sick. There's so much things going on. Triple entendre again, okay? Not a mob, just a psycho. Mob can be considered as the mafia. They kill people. They're bad people, right? That's one, okay? Now it's also mob as the character in Mob Psycho, the anime. Mob Psycho 100, guys. Alright? Not a mob, because mob's personality in the anime, he's timid, he's shy, di makapagbasag pinggan. SB19 is not like that, okay? SB19 is full of swag, so they're not a mob. Just a psycho. Alright? Now mob in the anime, when he reaches 100% power, he becomes super strong. Alright? And that's what SB19 is. They always put 100% of their effort, especially when they're performing live. Like, let's go! Alright, guess I'll be the one that dare you to get the double O. This is a triple, quadruple entendre. I talked about it a lot as well in my previous reaction, and there's still more to it than that. It's crazy. Okay, double O can mean close inspection. So basically, Pablo is saying to the haters that, hey, before bashing us, why don't you check yourself? That's really it, okay? And another meaning to double O is the James Bond reference. In the series of movies, they refer to the agents who has the license to kill at their own discretion, double O agents. Alright, are you a double O? If you're a double O, that means you can kill someone and get away with it without any punishment because they consider it as a fact that it's for the good of the world. Alright? And he's basically daring these haters to kill them. If and only if they have the guts to do so. Right? I love it, man. They really remember that I'll be the one who's gonna help you get to the double O. So 100, Mob Psycho 100. Alright? He's also telling us that SB19 is the one who inspires us to give 100% effort on each and everything that we do. Because that's what's gonna help us excel. Alright? These words are going to be considered as a defibrillator to the ear. You know what doctors normally do when they're reviving a patient? When they do the defibrillator, they rub it together. Before they stick it on the chest, they say clear, boom. Pablo doesn't need to do that, okay? Because his words are enough. Did you hear Ken in the background? He shouted something. A beautiful art in music. I just love it so much, alright? Urusai to all the haters out there. It can actually mean shut up, but the real, literal meaning of it is actually noisy. Alright? If someone is being noisy and you say urusai, you're basically telling them that you're noisy, so you gotta stop it. Not shut up, but noisy. Okay, guys? Alright, did you guys hear that? Again. Alright, did you hear it, guys? Ken actually whispered wasurinai, another Japanese word that translates into I won't forget. How sick is that, guys? He's just basically emphasizing that all of the experiences he got, he will treasure them, negative or positive. And he was saying it in Japanese, which is pretty cool, because he is an anime fan. Alright, guys? Oh, I love that line by Ken as well, guys. He's just basically saying that lahat ng pambihira na tamasa, lahat ng experience niya, good or bad, he treasures them all. Alright? And for the haters, sorry na lang. Kasi natamaan kayo sa mga bars na sinabi ko. So, nako, pasensya na. He's low-key appreciating ATIN as well, right? Because he's telling us that lahat ng pambihira na tamasa, the unexpected love they got from us, he's never gonna forget it. Okay, I just remembered something. Look at this still line right there. Come on and test me. Come on and test me. Yeah, we gotta go up. Obviously paying homage to the song that catapulted them into stardom. They always never forget their roots, guys. Pagsibol, origin. They keep themselves grounded all the time. They're so humble. It is talking about making your own step to success. You just don't wait for success. You have to work hard for it. Okay? Your obstacles are basically the closed doors. You open it. Get up. Open it. In order for you to unlock your own potential. Here's the buzzsaw from the clown boss right here. See? Buzzsaw. And if you can notice, there's a word written on the buzzsaw. Fake, worthless. Bazinga, your gasolina, I'm faalinga, you two turn up the heat and I'll burn my tail out. Be proud of one time, once you make that girl hot time, but kill it, I'm killing your boys, get the hell out. Yeah. Alright, obviously another video game reference. He's basically building up energy for the finishing move. This is a Mortal Kombat reference.
Fatality.
Right? Pretty cool. Obviously, the Hadouken move. Let's go. Destroy. K.O.
Alright. SB19 wins.
I really love investigating on stuff. I love breaking down music, and I just enjoy it a lot. Okay?